What is happening, Blades, and welcome back to Behind the Ramble. I'm, of course, Jimmy. And yeah, so welcome. It feels weird not jumping straight into my accent coach thing. But so this is Behind the Ramble. This is where we talk about things that go on a little bit behind the scenes. And today I wanted to talk about something that we're looking to work on. So you'll have noticed if you follow our main channel, I've started jumping on with Connor from One Leeds. So the One Leeds fan channel, I'm there every Thursday at 8 o'clock doing a show called Battle Lines. And we had our second show just recently. If you've not caught it already, please do, because I think there's good chemistry between me and Connor. And it's a Leeds fan and a Sheffield United fan going head to head as respectfully as we can, but also there's that rivalry there underneath it, isn't there? So it's good banter, I think.
This is great banter. It really is.
Great banter. But it's an enjoyable experience so far. And it was a bit of an experiment, but it looks like it's going to be a goer, hopefully. And that we'll look to continue that for as long as the content allows. I'm always conscious that I never just want to do shows for the sake of it, particularly those on a schedule that if I don't think we've anything to talk about, then we'll have to have a conversation. You know, we might miss a week or something like that. But as it stands, we've had two really strong shows, I think. So if you haven't checked it out already, please do. The thing I wanted to talk about was this Battle Lines show, actually, because it was Connor's idea to come together and us both do a show at the same time. We originally agreed to trial it on his channel because it's good for the Ramble to get seen in other places. So I've featured Connor on my channel a couple of times, whether he wanted to be featured or not. That's happened, all in good nature, obviously. So people are familiar with Connor, and because people are familiar with Connor, they go over to his channel and check it out, or some do anyway. Well, Connor and myself wanted to give the Ramble the same sort of exposure. He's got over 40,000 subscribers. So it's okay that we're going over to his channel and, you know, we don't get any sort of views or subscribers from that directly, but more people will know about the Ramble. And hopefully if they like what we do and they like how we come to the table with our content, then they may well be interested in subscribing to us as well. But originally what I wanted to do, and I spoke to Connor about this, was dual stream. So that is, I were doing something called Beat the Drop with the Forest fans last season when we were in the Premier League, and Crystal Palace fan and Bournemouth fan and what have you. And that was where the Forest fans would set up a stream and you could push it to your own platform. So I pushed it to what was the Jimmy Ramble channel at that time. And people could log in from our end. So you could technically log into the Blades Ramble and still watch Battle Lines. Now, that does a couple of things. That splits the audience, obviously. I would assume, and this is just an assumption, most Blades will watch the Ramble and most Leeds fans will watch One Leeds fan channel. And Connor's concerned with that because we had a chat about it. And the easiest way to get around problems like this or any concerns that you've got is just pick up the phone and have a chat with each other or a couple of voice notes back and forth. So that's exactly what we did. Connor sort of said, look, mate, I'm really keen on this idea. It's received really good feedback. And the only fear is that we're splitting the audience. So Blades aren't actually coming over to One Leeds, which is part of the reason Connor's doing it. One Leeds fans aren't coming over to the Blades Ramble, which is, yes, it's exposure for us on the channel, but they're not coming over. And it's Connor's concept, essentially. So I had no problem with that in terms of what he said to me was, look, why don't we keep Battle Lines on One Leeds fan channel and we'll do another show on the Ramble. Okay, I'm all right with that. I'm okay with that. So my question for everybody here is, look, in fact, so I immediately came up with an idea for a show. And let me just show you a graphic here. Into the weeds. Now, that is obviously a double entendre, if you like. It's got a double meaning where it's, if you're getting into the weeds of something, as most of you will know, it means you're getting into the detail and sort of, but obviously the weeds, the leads, we don't like them. So I don't think we're going to run with that because I sent it to Connor and he laughed, but he was like, look, mate, if I'm being honest, it's not necessarily going to help your growth if you're immediately sort of, even if it's just in jest, you're not sort of it looks like you're having a pop at the Leeds fans already. So as much as I love the Into the Weeds idea, we need to come up with a show name between us. And this is me pulling the curtain back, as we always do on Behind the Ramble. Always do. I think we're on 4th show, aren't we? So yeah, have you got any ideas as to what I could do with Connor on a weekly basis? It doesn't have to be weekly. Again, I don't want to commit to something or commit us both to something that's not going to be worthwhile content. And yes, you're already going to see us on One Leeds Fan Channel. We don't want to oversaturate things, but I also would like to see the benefit of some Leeds fans coming over to the Ramble to follow Connor and sort of see us interact, because I think it produces some really good content. So I'm all ears. If you want to put it in the comments, or if you're in the WhatsApp group, then we can share ideas there as well. I'm up for a new show with Connor, a devout Leeds fan, and we'll see where we go. So thank you to Connor for asking me to work with him, and this will only benefit the Ramble going forward. So, just one thing that we're trying to do to step up what we're doing and the content that we provide to you guys. So that's all good. And also, due to the success of the recent Leeds Borough watch along on this channel, Behind the Ramble, let's let me watch this corner, because I think Borough turn its screw a bit. Corner. In! Get in there! Woohoo! Go on then! They're zooming in on Vober as if he was something to do with it. Was he the one beating in the air? But it is man. Corner comes in. It's an in-swinger. Oh, do you know what? I think it's an own goal. It's an own goal from Vobes. Go on, the Vobes. Go on, my boy. Say to Connor, mind the gap, or Alexa, cue the music, or even a link to Love Will Tear Us Apart. Link to Love Will Tear Us Apart, Jamie, I think. What size Blades shirt do you want? He's online. And I've put, Connor, what size shirt shall I get you, pal? And a bit of Joy Division. Bit of Joy Division. He's online, and I don't think he'll read it. He certainly won't read it on stream. Goal. Dan James. Connor incoming alarm. Yeah, I'll wait for this. Oh, and wouldn't you know it, voice message from Connor. Should we play it out for everybody to hear? On Sunday, we'll be doing a watch along of Norwich against Burnley. Hopefully, United will have 3 more beautiful points in the bag by then. And depending on what Norwich do, we could then be 7 points clear of 3rd place. It just sounds incredible, doesn't it? Sounds absolutely incredible. Let me know your thoughts on any potential new show ideas. I'm all ears, and we'll consider anything. But for now, come on, you red and white wizards. Up the blades!
Up the blades, up the ramble.